Well, hello. We are so happy to have you. Welcome into a new episode of
What's the Trend?
Aaron Weeks, what episode is this?
This is 36. Crazy. We are, I'm not going to say it, but we are closer to our ages.
We are getting podcast numbers that are very close to our age numbers.
Yes.
So anyways, we'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Most of you are loyal listeners at this point. Again, we are so grateful to each and every one of you. Of course, we may have some new folks tuning in. Do you want to reintroduce ourselves for a minute?
Yeah. I'm digital. Why not?
Sure.
Sure. Right. Nobody cares about
I guess.
me. Digital content producer Aaron Weeks here at 14 News. And you are?
And I am 14 News Sunrise anchor, Casie Mason. And that's our roles out here. But together,
we run a podcast.
We run a podcast until they make us stop. So.
Yes. And we are on the good fight for that not to happen.
Sure, we're in their good graces here lately. It's at least 36 weeks in.
I know, that's right.
That is wild. Really, truly hard to believe. That means for 36 weeks and some, we've been doing this podcast. So,
and we've had a lot of good listeners with us. I see our numbers, and we still do great numbers.
That's right. We got listeners from all around, not just locally, but globally.
Yes, globally.
But you know what we've done is pretty much the same format each episode, where we are talking about things like movies and TV shows and music and celebrity gossip and headlines. So this podcast is for you if you too are a pop culture fan. I never say that right. But we like to start each episode off, though, on a local level. So sorry to our viewers over in Japan and et cetera. But you know what? The Tri-State's a great place to visit. So if you're planning your weekend out, Aaron and I like to kick each show off with something that you can do here locally. And Aaron, hard to believe, but the Kentucky Derby is this weekend.
Crazy. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Okay. So the Derby is going to be Saturday, of course, in Louisville. But for those of you who, didn't get the invite to the Kentucky Derby, Ellis Park, don't worry, they got you guys covered. In fact, here in our area, the track is going to be holding its annual Derby Day event. Of course, Ellis Park's located right there before you cross those twin bridges into the state of Kentucky. And their Derby Day is absolutely free. It's going to have things from live music. They're going to have food, family fun, and more. Music's going to kick off at 1:30. And of course, important to note here, you can place your bets there as well on Derby Day and just enjoy some other trackside activities.
That's awesome. I've been to the Derby one time.
You have?
I have, yes. It was 2 years ago, I think, with none other than Haley Kirby, a former 14 News reporter here. And
we love her.
Former 14 News reporter JC Caldwell as well. It's a one and done for me, if I'm being honest. I'm very happy that I did it. Mm-hmm. Have no need to do it again.
Do tell why.
It was hot, humid, because it rained and it was humid. Yes. I'm in a full suit, I'm in a fedora. I feel stupid, but I looked great, people.
You don't want to be humid in a fedora.
No.
Those two things don't go
together. It wasn't it. But the drinks were $20 for a mint julep.
You know what? Maybe just one of those overrated things. That's okay to have a hot take. What we call that?
It's my hot take.
What's an underrated or
it's an overrated.
Overrated.
Well, but it was still fun. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. Under the circumstances, maybe I would have felt different circumstances, but for now, maybe I'll go back to it in 5 to 10 years.
It's one of those things that you've seen it, you've done it, check it off your list, kind of like me with skydiving.
Absolutely.
Do not recommend. I did it once, never will I do it again.
No, ma'am, not on my watch.
I can only imagine how good you looked at the Derby, though. That's what's important.
I did.
You said I really did.
I did. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot boop boop.
I plan to go at least some point, but the weather, it's never good. It's always either hot, humid, rainy, or all of the above.
It's never a good in between, like a nice hot with a light breeze.
Exactly.
Never.
That should be the name of our next podcast.
Nice hot light breeze.
I'll be the light breeze. All right, Aaron. You also have a local event you want to let people know about.
So the Evansville Wartime Museum, they're going to be holding their annual 5K on the Runway event. Now, this is a race that invites runners and walkers onto the Evansville Regional Airport's runway, taxiways, and ramps, which is kind of cool.
It is neat.
I had never heard of this, but, it offers close-up views of aviation operations, including air traffic control tower, while showcasing those historic military artifacts as well. Now, this event is taking place this Saturday if you're listening to this on a Friday at 9 a.m.
All right, so both those events we just told you guys about will be happening tomorrow if you're listening to this on the Friday that we release each
Got a lot going on in the tri-state.
They're booked and busy, friends. I just like to say 5K on the runway.
5K on the runway is such a nice ring to it.
Such a great name. All right, Aaron, let's now pivot to our movie category.
My fave, personally. So in movie news, the new Michael Jackson biopic already broke records this weekend. The film opened at $97 million in the U.S. alone, making it the best opening weekend for a biopic ever, period. Now, it stars Jafar Jackson, which is Michael Jackson's nephew, Jermaine Jackson's son. Very well cast, and I feel like that's the only way you could really do it. Now, it follows his journey from the start of Jackson 5 to the Bad album, which is kind of cool. I didn't expect it to stop there. I went to see it, actually, over the weekend.
So that's as far as they take it up
Yeah, in IMAX. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but it kind of leaves you off in a place where there's a potential for a sequel.
Okay.
Yes, because it says, a spoiler alert, it says his story continues in the very end, and then it goes into the end credits or whatever.
Okay, Aaron, that
so
is huge.
I'm saying it could be a sequel that happens. So we'll see, though.
Okay, so Aaron obviously went and saw this, you said opening day.
Yes, in IMAX.
Or in IMAX, I should say. Wow. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5 moonwalks, how many moonwalks do you give it?
I'd give it a 3.5.
A 3.5?
Yes,
okay,
which
not
isn't
as high as I thought you'd say.
No, I mean, listen, I really enjoyed it. And I think if hair and makeup department alone, all the flowers, like if they don't get a nomination of some sort from the Academy, it's been rigged. That being said, I feel like they could have dove a little bit deeper into Michael Jackson, the person, instead of just the performer.
The career performer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They did enough to it. Like, the truth is, we don't know a lot about Michael Jackson personally. He's just such an enigma, so you can only take so much of him.
Yeah.
You know, he has that like childlike aura to him. And,
Yes.
you know, it kind of gives you a whole picture of how he was like stunted as a child. Like, I mean, 10 years old, he was just like, he's still mentally there to a certain degree.
I think we all have an idea of the story, but I don't think we'll ever know the full story behind the scenes. And I think it's interesting that family was involved in the making of this movie. I mean, my goodness, his nephew played him.
Yeah.
And kind of wonders if they protected some of the behind the scenes nitty-gritty
They probably did.
details of his life, kind of those messy sides of us that I know if my family were to do a documentary on me, they'd be like, let's leave that part out.
Yeah, there's no need for a biopic on my life. I'm not interested in
Yours too stops at the Bad album.
Hello.
Yeah, that's interesting that they stopped there. I was not expecting that. And
I
sorry
wasn't
that's
either.
A spoiler,
that
but
probably
it is,
is,
good to
but
know.
I highly recommend still going to see it because it does set itself up for a sequel.
I actually like that I know that.
Yeah.
Because I think I would have been like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I hate when a movie doesn't give you an ending.
Hello. Thank you. But this has a lot of potential to get a greenlit sequel. Yes, I mean, come on. It's Hollywood. They're going to milk that cow for all it's
exactly
worth.
what I'm thinking. I'm like, all right, part 2, more money, let's go.
Yes, yes.
But I'm fine with that.
I am too. But speaking of sequels, you've got one that I'm looking forward to even.
Oh, for sure. Great segue. I think a lot of people will be happy to share this news. Aaron, you told me about this. So thanks for letting me get to talk about it on the show. Back by popular demand, you guys. It's official. Top Gun 3 is in the works. And yes, Tom Cruise will be returning. Don't worry, you guys. You've also got other big names returning like Miles Teller and Glenn Powell. So Paramount, they made the announcement during its CinemaCon presentation in Las Vegas this month. The very first Top Gun movie came out back in 1986. Then we had this second one that came out during COVID, Top Gun Maverick, which people just raved about. I mean, it became a blockbuster hit. It grossed around $1.5 billion at the global box office. Now, Aaron, I mean, were you a fan of Maverick?
Yeah. The first one, my brother loves that movie. It's like his
Chandler.
top 5.
Okay.
So we went
the original.
Yes.
Okay.
We went to see it when it re-released. It was pretty good. I actually liked Maverick more.
Oh, really? What
The
did Chandler
second one.
think? Did
He liked it.
Is he more of a fan of the original or Maverick?
Probably. I didn't ask him.
Okay, we'll have to find out.
Probably, yeah. Why not? But I enjoyed the second one. I did not think I was going to.
Isn't that funny?
It was for Father's Day that we were going. And I was like, let me just, fall on the sword for these people. I was like,
You're a good son.
it's whatever, but I had a blast with it. It was still great.
I can honestly say I still haven't watched it, and I
It's
know
fine.
I'm missing out.
You know, you got to give it up to Tom Cruise. Like, the longevity of that career alone. Come on.
I mean, he's Top Gun.
He is.
He is Top Gun. Yeah, he's had a great career. And I will say, if they wouldn't have, I don't think Tom Cruise would have been involved if it had not been done right. And they did it right. And now they're going to do it again. So
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. Okay, let's move from movies now to our music categories. We got a couple really good headlines in our music category for you guys today. So let's start with the first one here. Spotify revealed their most streamed artists from its 20-year history. Not this year, it's 20-year history, and you can
I had
guess
no idea that it had been 20 years.
20 years, that's insane. Okay, so obviously, take a big guess here at the number one spot.
Sorry, Chandler.
I know, sorry, Chandler. Again, Aaron's brother. He's getting a lot of shout outs in this week's episode. Yes. We have none other than Taylor Swift. Of course, people like Chandler, like, we get enough of Taylor, and we totally understand. And then there's the huge Taylor fandom that has her, backed to the nines, and of course, she takes that spot. However, in second close place is Bad Bunny with the number one album. Then you have The Weeknd. I kind of forget about him. I haven't heard much from him lately.
He's really underrated, kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I think about him, but sometimes I don't. Do you know what I mean?
When he has new stuff out, I'm like, oh yeah, he's really great. Yes. And then I'm just kind of like out of sight, out of mind. So The Weeknd making that list with Blinding Lights as the most streamed song on the platform.
Crazy.
Kind of shocked to hear that.
Yeah,
That's
a little
cool.
bit.
It was a really big song though for a while. If you think about it, it makes sense. Moving to the world of podcasts now, the Joe Rogan Experience is their top podcast there on Spotify. And then finally, the most popular audiobook is A Court of Thorns and Roses. Do you know anything about that, Aaron?
I've seen people read it. I remember seeing it for the first time. JC Caldwell came to my pool and was reading it poolside, and I'm like, "What
Actually
is
reading
that?"
It,
yes,
not listening.
And I was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "You gotta read it." Still haven't.
She's like,
I have absolutely no idea what they're about. I just know that they are top sellers.
Popular.
Very popular.
So A Court of Thorns and Roses. We'll have to check it out.
Why not? I'm a big reader.
Yeah, right. I honestly I like audiobooks.
There's nothing stopping me technically, so why not?
Why not? We'll give it a try. Don't knock it till you try it. So there you go. 20-year history, Spotify. Moving on to our next headline now. Aaron, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah. In more music news, legendary pop icon Madonna debuted 2 of her new songs at the Abbey nightclub in West Hollywood over the weekend. Now, last Saturday, she previewed 2 of her new songs from Confession to, Confessions on a Dance Floor.
Oh, yeah.
So this is kind of like the sequel album to that. So that's supposed to be released in July. Now, we can't really play any of the songs on this show because, copyright issues, You know how it goes. We're not getting sued anytime soon. But you should go check that preview out on your own time and see what you think of it.
Yeah, I think that it's exciting to see her back with new music. And I don't want to say too much because we're going to talk about Madonna here in just a little bit coming up when we do a quick Coachella recap. So stand by for more Madonna talk, and then we can kind of indulge more into her. Okay, so let's talk about a milestone. Aaron, are you ready for this one?
Yes.
In more music news. I told you it was a big music
This
category.
is where I live.
This month, April 2026, you guys, Destiny's Child members Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams, just praise hands now for all those girls, are celebrating their 25th anniversary of their iconic 3rd studio album. Aaron, say it for me.
Survivor.
You guys, this one, this takes me back.
I almost did the Whitney Houston, I'm a survivor.
I remember I had this CD. My parents gave it to me for Christmas. They were in the silver outfits on the furry white rug, just fierce.
Just face cards.
Gosh.
God bless them.
So the trio there marked the milestone with some rare heartfelt tributes. They shared them on their social media accounts. I think many could agree, Aaron, that Survivor is really the one that just, if anybody doubted them, they solidified it with this album. It was the group's first #1 album with anthems like, you remember it had, of course, Survivor, the title track, Bootylicious, and Emotion.
We love.
To date, that album has sold more than 12 million copies worldwide. So happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
But I also don't like that it's been 25 years.
Yeah, that hurts the heart a little bit for me.
I have to take a swig of water just to, fight back the tears. I'm just, takes me back. Like I said, that album.
Let's just say little Aaron was living.
Little Casie was too.
Oh.
I tell you where we weren't living, though, was at the Coachella Music Festival, because you and I would not be caught dead at one of these.
No, ma'am. I hate to say it, but don't hate to say it at the same time. It's just not my gig. But
camping in any aspect, I don't care if it's glamping, but if there's a porta potty involved, you can count your girl out.
One of those literal, like, porta potties that you have as your personal one. Have you seen those?
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Get out of my face.
I cannot. Where we go? I mean, you think the future is here, and then we backtrack, you guys.
It's just, ugh.
So Aaron and I are going to recap Coachella. This, of course, was Coachella 2026.
Of course.
And they celebrated their 25th anniversary. I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
I mean, I'm like, fact check me on that, but that was kind of wild. And of course, it was packed with high-profile guest appearances and historic milestones. So let's break down the top 3 standout moments from this year's festival. Aaron, you want to take the first one away?
Yeah, Madonna joined Sabrina Carpenter on stage in a surprise. Queen of Pop, Madonna, joined her, and it was a great moment. And I don't think the crowd was hyped enough, and dare say.
They should have given more.
Hello.
I mean, they did not give the queens what they deserved.
No.
And we were talking about Madonna a minute ago, and I said, well, we'll recap here. So, yeah, Madonna has new music. She is collabing with Sabrina. They have a new song out, right?
Yes.
And it's just...
I love her.
I think that a lot of people...
I love Sabrina.
Yes.
She's so talented, so good. And I'm glad she's getting the recognition, because she's had a few albums out before that I've listened to. And then, Espresso came out, and then it just skyrocketed her. That was the song of the summer.
It really was. It still comes on, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people see Sabrina as the new Madonna.
Pretty much. I mean, kind of, yeah.
This performance and this special...
Kind of almost like a little passing of the torch.
Passing of the torch. That's exactly what a lot of articles said. So we love to see it. All right, so the performance that a lot of people talked about, of course, well, they also, real quick, Madonna and Sabrina, they did classics like Vogue and Like a Prayer, so that is exciting. And they did debut a brand new collaboration titled Bring Your Love. So, like you said, passing the torch there, and we have some music to look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Justin Bieber also headlined a set, but he took a really different approach, Aaron.
Very different.
It was very different. Instead of the traditional high-energy production that you're used to at Coachella with the lights and dancing, he just kind of sat on stage and sang along to his old YouTube videos and even pulled up memes. It was kind of like a karaoke vibe for fans is what people are calling it.
I don't know how to feel about it
I've
fully.
tried to watch clips, and I'm like, it's weird.
I see clips of it on TikTok, and I'm like, what? I'm like, there's a video of Katy Perry going, well, at least he has YouTube Premium, so there's no ads.
That is excellent.
But honestly, that's a great point.
I mean, she was in the crowd. She was there. And,
she was there, vibing.
He still got it.
He does.
Be honest.
He's a great performer. I feel like if I was there, I wouldn't be expecting him to sit on a desk with a laptop.
I'm gonna need more Biebs. I'm sorry, but
bring me a little something
with a laptop, because literally, Aaron, that is exactly what he did.
Yeah, I mean, we're not joking. Go look at the footage.
You made it when.
Yeah, when you can just go out there and everybody's like, yes.
Like, did you even plan anything? Or I don't know. But here's the thing: it's getting great reactions. I mean, fans kind of loved it.
I mean, it's a very unique take, and it's what people are talking about, and that's, what pop culture is. People are talking about it.
Here we are today. They're calling it the Bieber Renaissance or Bieber-essence.
Biebercella, too.
Biebercella, too. A lot of his old music's kind of surfacing again. So.
Which I love.
I'm great with it. I love his original stuff.
Me too.
Baby Biebs.
Little baby.
Grow the hair back out. All right, Aaron, take it away for kind of the third big moment, in no particular order here, but this one was pretty cool too.
Yeah, and Karol G made history as she became the first Latina to headline Coachella during a massive 20-song set list. Now, that's crazy.
That is, I could not believe. You go from Bieber sitting with his laptop to her just giving it her all. So lots of people she brought out celebrating her heritage. And also she had an important message of just, kindness, unity, and love. And it was a really cool performance if you were able to check that out as well.
For sure.
So definitely worth a Google.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's move on to celebrity news now. This one's kind of a twofer, Aaron. So we got kind of two headlines out there because I didn't know about part of this.
I didn't either.
Let's get into it. Megan Thee Stallion is currently dominating headlines for a major breakup that she's going through, and also a surprise career pivot as well after joining the cast of Moulin Rouge on Broadway. Didn't know she was in that.
And I didn't either.
No idea.
This story is how I found out she was in that. And I was like, okay, positives and negatives to the story, but That's so cool.
So what's going on here is Megan officially announced her split from NBA star Klay Thompson after nearly a year of dating. She has been very vocal about possible cheating rumors. She's definitely alluding to infidelity and that she's not going to stand for that. And now following that emotional breakup, sad to say, she's decided to announce that she's going to leave that Broadway production of Moulin Rouge 2 weeks early. I think it was
That's
like an
a
8-week
shame.
run.
That's a shame.
It is.
The fumble of the century on his part. I mean,
the century.
my gosh,
know,
like
right?
how in the world?
Or we could do, and since he's is it basketball or NFL?
What'd
What'd we say?
He's basketball.
Okay, he's basketball.
NBA?
NBA? NBA?
Yes.
Sure, sports
Is that
is hard.
Yeah, roll that back.
Yeah,
roll the
NBA.
tape back.
He's an NBA.
Yes,
He's a basketball.
Yes. So, what is it? The travel of the century?
Yeah, we can call it the the travel.
Yeah.
There you go. The missed free throw. No, you had it the first.
It's
time.
something sports.
You knew where we were
whatever.
going there.
We were. We
Our
do what
joke
we
landed.
can on this show, guys. It's a hit or a miss
Yeah.
with our sports jokes, but
Well, I did see some clips of her on stage. I love it. Like the fact that the production, the Broadway decision makers were like, let's bring on Megan Thee Stallion for Moulin Rouge. And she's playing a male character.
love.
And she's kind of made history with that, becoming the first identified female taking on the role of a male character in the show. Again, you'll have to like look all that up, what role it was, because I actually haven't seen Moulin Rouge, which is shocking. You think I would? I
You
think
know
I was too young
what?
when it came out.
I
My
have
mom
not
wouldn't let me.
seen it either. I just
I know Nicole Kidman was in it.
I know that a predominant character has tuberculosis in it.
Well, that's no.
Shout out to the TB
But we
community.
do remember that soundtrack.
Hello.
sis. My
Yes.
goodness, Pink. We had
Oh yeah. Oh my
Little
gosh.
Kim, Pink.
Yes, and Lady Marmalade.
Lady Mama, Christina. And
Yep.
who am I missing?
Maya.
Oh, guys, look it up.
it is. I mean, that is quintessential like millennial.
We sang that song in our
Performance.
mother's back seats on the way to middle school. Like it was.
You want to
our
talk
job.
about like a collaboration of the century? That one right there.
Some good
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
Man, what a time. That's
a
another
time.
today in history.
Yes.
But we'll move on for today's review in history. Aaron,
Yes,
this is your
yes,
segment.
yes.
Take
If
it
you're
away.
listening to this on a Friday when we drop, on this day in entertainment history in 1989, Disney's Hollywood Studios theme park opened in Orlando.
I love this.
I do
I'm in
too.
my feels on this story.
Well, like I went not too long ago, and it had been since I was a kid that we went. So going back as an adult was a, a different experience, but I kind of appreciated it more, I feel. I mean, you have like a Tower of Terrors there.
Oh, let's go through it here. You got
They just got rid of it, but the Aerosmith ride.
yes, the rockin'
Yes.
roller coaster.
I'm very
Love
happy to
that.
say that we got to ride that
Good.
before it had completely. They've turned it into something else. I can't remember.
Yeah, they're doing. I
like
forgot what
Toy
it is.
Story, isn't
yeah, I
it?
think you're something
Something
like
along
that.
those lines.
I'm a big Disney person. I should know this. Oh yeah, it's hard. I think I could have better success naming a favorite kid before I could name a favorite park because
Yeah.
I love Hollywood Studios, but then I also love Magic Kingdom. You've got Epcot and Animal Kingdom, but Hollywood Studios, especially for people like us, who
Like
are big
cinephiles.
yes, big movie buffs, and we love
It's where, yeah.
history of
The arts.
cinema, the arts. It's definitely your movie kids. I think when
Oh,
you see like the well, they had the Chinese theater replica there
Uh-huh.
for a long time, and they had the history of movies, and you could see like the Gone with the Wind dresses on display. I thought that was cool.
Oh,
They got
yeah.
rid of it, of course. Disney quit changing things on us. But,
Naturally, all the good.
Tower of Terror, though, she's
That's
a
so
classic. She's
fun.
not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah, I love Hollywood Studios, and it's cool to see it celebrate another milestone. Birthday,
How long? 20?
We said
37 years?
it doesn't look a day under. See, 1989. You're better at math than me.
I think it's 37
I think
years.
That's right, 36,
Yes,
37 years.
yes.
So, golly. Yeah, Hollywood Studios, a big fan. My sister and I go on sister trips.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, we love to go to Disney. We also like to go to Epcot because we'll say drink around the world if I
course.
can admit to that.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun experience though when you walk through Hollywood Studios because again you get all of just the old Hollywood music's playing and everything looks like it's in the 50s.
It's a vibe for sure.
So I will not state a favorite park on this podcast because I cannot, but I will say.
It's hard to pick.
Top contender.
For sure.
So we better book a trip, and that's what we should do. 14 News can fund a trip for research so that we can rank the parks.
Oh, I can
on our
definitely
next
see that
podcast.
happening.
Right, guys? Are they going to fund that trip? No? Okay.
Sure.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk.
Why not?
Well, that's Today in History. What about Today in Aaron Weeks? Anything exciting?
No, gosh.
It is April, man.
It's April. We're almost to summer.
Huh.
Of course, it's going to get cold again. Well, like cool again
I know,
this week.
it's
But
fake
whatever.
spring, but that's
I know.
okay.
I'm like, can I just either stick my thermostat on heat or AC?
I don't know what to wear.
I don't either, but whatever.
But here we are.
We're thriving. We will be.
That's right.
When June hits.
Oh,
When
come at
June
us.
hits.
When is our, let's see, my 1 year at 14 is coming up.
Yes.
In I think it's next week. I wonder when the 1 year of the podcast.
Doing this, I think it's August.
In August.
Yes.
Right, it was August. So guys, if we can make it
1
through the
year.
summer,
We're going to be.
you're going to earn yourselves
Hello.
a very special 1 year episode.
Yes, we
So,
have to kind of plan that now that I
live
think
from
about
Hollywood. It's what's the trend?
It's Aaron Weeks and Casie Mason.
Well, guys, I think that'll do it for this week's episode. Lots of really good headlines.
We
This
had
was
a
fun
lot,
one.
yes. I'm glad we finally got to talk about Coachella. That one, we completely bypassed
Fun
that
fact,
last
I think
week.
I just forgot to put it in the prompter.
And we just
didn't do
completely
it.
just went. And then we looked at our page. I'm like, oh, we
spent
didn't
more
do
time.
that.
We spent more time talking about the Titanic.
But like, why not?
And that's okay.
Yes.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Episode 36 in the bag for you. Hope you have a great weekend. Happy Derby weekend.
Happy Derby
Place
weekend.
those bets.
Place those
and,
bets and go get dressed up somewhere that you want to be,
that's
seen
right.
or whatever.
Go drink that mint julep and have a good time.
Yes,
because
but
we
don't
said
pay
so.
$20 for it.
That's right. And if you win any money on the ponies, just remember who your friends are.
Hello.
Aaron Weeks, Casie Mason. What's the trend? That'll do it for this week. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.